Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. So for today's project, I am going to tackle this t-shirt into a pair of pants. Now I am super excited about this one because it turned out really well and I can see myself wearing them more often now that I've made myself a pair. If you want to see how I made these, then please continue watching. So I am in a different location right now. I'm actually working outside. So hopefully the background noise from the highway and Mother Nature don't interfere too much with you being able to hear me talk. So today I'm going to be trying out the t-shirt into a pair of pants. So what I have here is a extra large t-shirt. Now this does have a bit of sewing in it. I tried to see if maybe there was a way I could not have any sewing, but I'll stick to what the picture says. So the first thing that I'm gonna do is I am just going to fold it in half as best as I can, and then I'm just going to cut from the like the top of the shoulder over, so then it's open like this. Now, I don't really know how well this is going to turn out. I have a feeling that it's going to look pretty funny. So here is my collar that I had just cut off. You'll want to cut just like below this neckline here on the front. And then this is what you should have when you are done that. Now I'm going to quickly run and grab my pins. And what you're going to want to do is pin the bottom part that we cut off there. Okay, so I've got my pins, and actually what I'm going to do is first off I'm going to cut off where I need to cut off for the waistband. So how I'm going to do that is just make sure that my bottom is as flat as it can be, and that both sides match up. And then I am going to fold the shirt in half, kind of shake it out a bit to get any ripples out. Okay, so now I think I'm going to cut about maybe 4 inches or so. So here's my waistband that I had just cut off, and now what it says is to cut about like a little bit off, just so the waistband can hug your waist. So now figuring out how much you want to cut off, it really depends on how big or small your waist is. Now, if you wanted, you could take a measuring tape and measure around your waist, and then you could just put that measurement on here to see like how much you should be cutting off, or if you may not even have to cut this, but I know that this is going to be like quite big for my own waist, so I'm just going to cut off about maybe 3 inches. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to sew these together, and then I think this should fit. This is stretchy material as well, so then if I did make it a bit tight, then at least it will be hugging my waist a bit more. But you want it to fit comfortably. So I just put the waistband right side together, so then when I sew it, the stitches will be on the inside. So now that I got this pinned, I'm just going to put it off to the side, and I am going to pin this bottom here, which is where we cut the neckline from. I'm just going to pin this all off, but first make sure that your shirt is right sides together before you pin it, so then the seams will be on the inside. Alright, so now that I have all my pieces cut out that I needed to have cut out, I'm just going to take what I need to the sewing machine. If you can see my pins here, this is where I'm going to sew, and then I'm just going to sew up this edge right here. And then once I'm done that, I'm going to come back, and then I'm going to be adding my my waistband here back to the bottom of this shirt. Alright, so I got my two pieces sewn up. I've got my waistband here, and then I've got this bottom part all sewn up. Now, to be honest, I don't know how well this is going to work, because these leg pieces are going to be like this, so it's going to be very like baggied up right here. Alright, so I'm going to turn this right side out. See, there's my little bottom part here that I sewed up. So what I'm going to do is come to this top part and grab my waistband, and I am going to have, this is right side out, so I'm going to make sure that is right side in, and then I'm just going to put it over the shirt, and just like that. And then I'm just going to take some pins, and I'm going to start at the side seams first. So here's my side seam of the shirt, and here's the side seam of my waistband. So I'm just going to measure those up and then put a pin, and then I'm going to do the same thing to the other side here. Take another pin that right there, and then I'm going to go to the opposite sides and then pin it at these ends right there. Alright, so what you're going to have to do is play around with this part right here, because like the top of the shirt is going to be bigger than the waistband, so you're going to have to stretch it out a little bit. Alright, so I've got my waistband pinned on, so I'm just going to take this to the sewing machine and sew it on, and then from there is you should be done. The next thing that I got to do next is just try it on for you and see if this idea actually worked. Alright, so here are the finished pants, or they're going to be more like shorts. You can probably do this with a long sleeve shirt, so then you have like a longer leg, and then you may want to find like a longer shirt that's longer lengthwise, so then when you do make them as pants, then that way like it'll be longer, and then you can make the waistband bigger if you needed to. There's the waistband. Here is my sewn up neck collar that used to be right here. Here is where my legs are going to go through, which is the sleeves. So here it is all sewn up, and now I'm going to try it on. So I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. I'm not gonna lie, I did doubt that this wasn't gonna work, but I am definitely happy it did work because honestly they are so comfortable. Like, since making this video I've been wearing them, and I mean, I am a little bit worried about the waist part that I may have to tighten it a little bit, but in overall these are very comfortable. And I do suggest you make a pair for just lounging around. Now, if you like my videos and want to see more, then please leave me a like and a comment. And don't forget to subscribe. Bye!